Gets down here, will be. That felt good. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here. I'd like to call to order the regularly scheduled school committee meeting for December 12th, 2023 here at Jenks. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Charbonneau? Ms. Doobie? Ms. Fernandez? Ms. Grant? Mr. Shalal?
Here. May I ask everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item. Special reports from student representatives. We're going to start with Charles E. Chase, student representative.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Clara Santos, and I'm here to tell you our SHE happenings. To start, programs like Upward Bound have visited our underclassmen to inform them on new opportunities. Many colleges have also stopped by to give presentations to us seniors. The SHE Fashion Crew has been holding auditions for new models and will announce the list soon. We have also been finalizing senior trip options and making sure every senior gets their cap and gowns. Students from different CTE programs here at SHE have gotten an opportunity to go on field trips such as visiting New England Tech. Although our boys did not win the Thanksgiving Classic this year, a big thank you to them and their hard work and dedication all season long. SHE held its first talent show in a very long time last Friday. It was a blast, and shout out to everyone who was able to attend. SHE has also opened its brand new food truck named Get Right. I heard the opening was amazing, and I'm looking forward to seeing them when I'll get to stop by. The boys track team competed in their first two meets over the weekend. Key performances were made by Eddie Soros, long jump 55-meter dash, Temi Jagade, 55-meter dash, Jaden Allen, shot put, and Elvery Mitchell relays. Congrats to all competitors. The SHE boys basketball team lost a tough game to St. Ray's on Thursday night by 1 point. They played again on Saturday and defeated Central Falls in the consolation round. We are so proud of our coaches and players for a great weekend. The SHE Tolman girls basketball team was able to secure a win last week in the tournament. So proud of our girls, can't wait to see how the season goes. Mayor Studios is coming back tomorrow for Picture Retake Day. Our yearbook committee is back. Key Club, led by Mrs. Scarpelli, has been very busy helping our community. During the last month, they have made holiday cards for those who are shut in, made blankets, and have collected non-perishable items for the less fortunate. In closing, on behalf of all SHE students and half, I would like to wish you all happy holidays. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. May I please have the student representative from William E. Tolman High School?
Hello. The Tolman football team joined the SHE football team for the annual pregame dinner in the SHE Gymnasium. This is a great tradition that began over 20 years ago. Thank you to the SHE cafeteria workers who volunteered their time to make the evening special. The Tolman football team captured the annual Thanksgiving Classic on November 21st. The team won in dramatic fashion, scoring 14 points in the fourth quarter to force overtime, and then clinching the game with a great defensive stop for the win. Congratulations to the following Tolman student athletes who were honored as Key Spirit Award winners for the fall sports season. Gabriela Alvarez for girls volleyball, Gregan Brown for boys cross country, Jamila Fernandez for girls cross country, Sarah Souza for girls tennis, Joseph DeCruz for football, Natalia Alvarado for girls soccer, and Madison Bibby for cheerleading. The content recovery program began last Monday, December 4th. The credit recovery program is designed to help students earn credits for courses that they previously did not pass. The Tolman JROTC Color Guard will be presenting tomorrow morning at the Wreaths Across America ceremony to be held at Goff Middle School. The following students helped represent our Marketing and Management Academy program at the JA Aspire event in Providence. Edavanya Forts, Mariah Stefanik, Jahe Reales, Lisanne Marine Ospina, and Brandon Toro. The following students helped represent our Law and Forensics Academy program at the JA Aspire event in Providence. Gianni Hill, Natalia Alvarado, Caitlin Berry, Jayla Labassiere, Jefferson Pichardo, and Aya Algamali. The following students helped represent our Marine JROTC Academy program at the JA Aspire event in Providence. Aylin Anariba, Raisa Lima Diaz, Dulce Maria Mendez Alvarado, Alexander Oliveira, Victoria Oliveira, and Jeremy Torres. The Yearbook Club held a movie night this past Friday evening in the Tolman Auditorium. The theme for the night was holiday movies. The event was well attended and raised over $200 for the yearbook. The Tolman boys basketball team won the Donaldson Lynch tournament this past weekend. This was our school's first time winning this tournament. Additionally, the Tolman Shea girls team won the tournament for the second time in the last 3 years. Congratulations to all the players and coaches on a great tournament. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I please have the student representative from the Jacqueline M. Walsh School for Performing and Visual Arts?
Good evening. My name is Sarah Souza, and I'm a senior visual arts major at Jacqueline M. Walsh School for the Arts. Since our last update, the Student Council held first ever JMW Harvest Festival. We had food, live music, and an art fair where our students and alumni showcased some of their own artwork. It was a great success, and we loved having our halls filled with community and students. Our mock trial team competed against St. Ray's and took the win this past Friday. We have one more trial in the regular season. We are excited to see how the rest of the season goes. Our music students had a busy weekend performing at the gallery opening for the Rhode Island Art League, as well as Pawtucket's Winter Wonderland at Slater Park. Our applications were due last evening, but we will continue to accept applications as they roll in, leading up to our in-person auditions in January. We have many events planned for the year, but the ones coming up soon that we are excited about are tomorrow, December 13th, we have a daytime performance for Agnes Litto and an evening performance at 6:30 p.m. Our performing arts students will be performing their Winter Wonderland concert. And Thursday, like other schools, we will be holding parent-teacher conferences next week. We have our Student Council Spirit Week and end our day on the 21st with an in-school film festival. We wish you all a happy holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, next item on the agenda is public participation. Anyone come in at the last minute that would like to sign up for public participation? Seeing and hearing none, moving on. The next item is, can I please get a motion to approve the previous meeting minutes from October 26th of 2023? Motion by Ms. Bonolo, seconded by Ms. Doobie. Discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor? All those opposed? All right, thank you very much. Next item for business is new business discussion action item. First one, letter A, we're going to talk about the Green Initiative Subcommittee team. Ms. Grant, Deputy Chair Grant, you brought that up?
I did. So I asked that this be on the agenda. The facilities meeting on November 9th, the Green Initiative was placed on the agenda. However, I asked that it be moved to be on the school committee agenda. And the reason for that is our policy states that when we are doing a committee, that we should, it would be the chair who would pick the chair of that committee, and then it would just kind of go from there. So Ms. Ramsey had brought it to that meeting, said that her and Ms. Bonolo had spoke about it. You know, I'm always about moving forward with anything that's best for the district. But I just wanted to make sure that this was handled in the correct way. And I know a great example is wellness. You know, that is something that we're required to have, and it looks like we're required to have this particular green team. And I felt that facilities wasn't the committee to determine, you know, how it was run or things like that, that it really needed to come back to the superintendent and to the chair and to the committee for us to look into. So that is why I brought it here today. So I would hand it off to Ms. Ramsey because this is something she had brought to to that meeting. I just asked that it come to the school committee per our policy.
Before, Ms. Ramsey, feel free, but Committee Member Doobie and then Committee Member Charbonneau for questions?
So Ms. Ramsey might end up explaining this, but just to clarify, this is a subcommittee of the school committee that's going to be chaired by someone on the school committee? Okay. So just to clarify policy, our policy is, we only have a policy on subcommittees of the school committee, not on all subcommittees of the term subcommittee, but I just wanted to clarify that policy because I wasn't sure if it meant that this was going to be something that we, as a school committee, were going to chair as part of our subcommittees. But I welcome the explanation now.
But then, Mr. Charbonneau, did you want to ask now or wait till?
No, I didn't know if we're voting on this or what is the Green Initiative team?
I think we're gonna,
Okay, so we're not voting on, okay.
So when we received, thank you, good evening, everyone. Thank you for bringing this forward for further discussion. When we received our feedback from the Stage 2 submission for the Unified High School, it came back with a RIDE initiative called the School as a Tool Protocol, and that has been dubbed, I think by me, as a green initiative because so much of it is about renewable energies and green thoughts and processes. So because it came back as a facilities thing through the FSBA, I thought that it would make sense to be discussed at the facility subcommittee because we do need to have a conversation about the building, the infrastructure, but also we also need to talk about curriculum and opportunities for students and learning opportunities that will be included in our thought processes as we continue forward with our all buildings, whether it's renovations or new construction. The SBA is having us think about more inclusively for green initiatives. They also would like us to do a survey and things of that nature. However, it does not need to rise to the level of a school committee subcommittee. It is an internal conversation of which we've already begun the conversation with our curriculum very informally, because I was really kind of waiting for this night because I knew it was coming back on the 12th for the conversation. We've had a few informal conversations with curriculum. We are going to bring that forward to a little bit more. It really should be an internal conversation under the direction of the school, of the superintendent. We'd have teachers, we'd have the facilities manager, but because the conversation was about the Unified High School submission, which was under the facility subcommittee, it seemed to dovetail into something that made sense. But on further, after this conversation, it can absolutely not be a school committee subcommittee, and it should be something that we do internally with teachers, principals, facility managers, even students, nurses, and things of that nature. We're supposed to be looking at context for learning spaces, context for technology and engineering and mathematics, because the whole concept is to use the school as a tool for education.
Okay. Ms. Grant?
Ms. Ramsey, I have a document here that you had provided us during that meeting. And it states the Rhode Island School as a Tool Protocol School District Agreement. Establish a green team. The school district will assemble a motivated and empowered group of stakeholders, including but not limited to principals, teachers, facility managers, students, nurses, and parents. The green team will adopt an environmental vision statement to the school district. Resources for establishing these teams include green school initiatives, healthy school campaigns, RIC green initiatives, URI green, but it does cover every single thing within our district. So how do you suggest that we roll it into our facilities committee, but then separate it when it comes to curriculum?
So I think that it probably should exist outside of the facility subcommittee. okay? And we have a conversation under the superintendent's direction with the curriculum office, internal, with those stakeholders that you actually just referenced. And then there are representatives on the facilities team that when we do need to talk about physical structure of the building, or yard space, or green space, or outdoor classroom space, and things of that nature, that representative can bring back those kinds of thought processes to the facilities subcommittee. So for December, we're still kind of on track with the goal that I shared with you, that we would have and adopt a vision statement, and the team internally under, working with Superintendent Royal and the internal team with the high school principal, teacher, all the people that they say, we'd be able to stay on track.
So this will be a group separate from the facilities
Correct.
committee, which originally it was going to be, when it was brought to us originally, it was going to be
You're right.
part of it.
You're right. I thought that that team, we could have worked it the other way.
Yep.
Right? And then gone off to the curriculum based on the facility, but we can do curriculum and then influence the facility when need to.
Okay, nope, thank you.
Okay, all set then, thank you. Any other action, Deputy Chair, on that one, or are you satisfied with that? Perfect. Assistant Superintendent, thank you. Do you have anything else to add to that one, or are you just up there for the next item?
I'm going to introduce that. I'm up here for the next item.
All right, then, hold on. All right, then the Green Initiative, thank you very much for your thorough explanation on that one. Next item on the new business is recommendation to award environmental services, RFP. I have it as Mr. Cody, but Lisa, Assistant Superintendent, go ahead.
I will hand it off to Mr. Cody. I didn't look at my stuff. I apologize, Mr. Cody. This isn't the one I was doing.
Good evening. Through the RFP process, the Facilities Department was seeking environmental services. Facilities received 3 inquiries about these services, but only 2 proposals. One from Vortex Incorporated and the other one from Environmental Consulting Management. What are environmental services? It comprises many different things, which I gave you a few examples below. Most of them are required by the state mandate and some federal mandate. You have your ADHERA 3-year re-inspection services. That's when you hire a company to come out. They go through your entire district looking for any MCM, and they determine where it's located, the condition that it's in. They put it in a binder, they give it to me, and I also give one of those binders to each location. Then 6 months after that, they go out, they look at the areas that they already looked at to see if anything has changed in the last 6 months. That's why the word surveillance is under there. And that's one of the pricier parts of the RFP. We also have to do training to all our staff, which would be custodial and maintenance, for yearly asbestos awareness training. That's 2 hours every February. Then we get higher than that, which is competent person training, which is myself, which you have to do schooling and then do a refresher every year to make sure that you're still a competent person. We also have other things in here like mold, IEQ tests, lead, radon, which is also required by law every 3 years, and project design. I gave a few examples below between the 2 proposals. For the ADHERA inspection, where Vortex was $7,500 to do that, it was $10,500 for ECM. And as you go down, you can see that Vortex was lower than ECM in each one of these categories. And over the 3-year course of this contract, if the Facilities Committee awards it, it would save us about $28,000. That's why I would recommend that the school committee award to Vortex Incorporated. And if anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Motion by Ms. Spinola, seconded by Deputy Chair Grant. Questions? Ms. Spinola.
HERA and what is MCM?
It's ACM, asbestos-containing material. HERA is Asbestos Hazard Emergency Response Act. Back in 1986, the federal government instituted this and requires it on all public school buildings.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Charbonneau.
John, both companies located in Rhode Island?
Yes. The Vortex is in Warwick. I think the other one is in Providence, or East Providence.
And any explanation why the difference in price is dramatic for the services?
Usually, like, you'll see the ADHERA, it's technically, it's not that close, but I would consider it close. But I just think one company came in and they just some companies, in my opinion, they just try to go for the moon. Whereas Vortex, I've worked with over the past 9 years, where I've always felt like they've been reasonable. That's why I think they continue to get the contracts. This company, ECM, is a company that's just trying to get their foot in the door, but I just think they kind of overpriced everything. Plus, I told them in the RFP that I expected all the services to be done within the company, including the training. So I think that might be a kind of a nudge up in their money, whereas Vortex is already capable of doing that.
Yep, thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Ms. Bonello. Mr. Charbonneau. Ms. Doobie. Ms. Fernandez. Ms. Grant. Mr. Shalal.
Yes. Next item up for discussion on the new business is recommendation to award the Elizabeth Baldwin Elementary School drywall package. Assistant Superintendent.
Good evening. I would like to take this opportunity to bring Rose from Colliers to the podium to present these 2 RTAs for the Elizabeth Baldwin School.
Good evening.
Good
My
evening.
name is Rose Gayton. I'll be representing Colliers for the Pawtucket schools, specifically Baldwin. So tonight we wanted to present two RTAs, recommendations to award. RTA number 15 for the Baldwin Elementary School is for metal framing and drywall. We are recommending to award to H. Carr, who is out of Providence. RTA number 16 is also for, we are recommending to award to H. Carr, who would be doing acoustical ceiling tile. Package deal. They do bring a significant percent for MBE, which we thought was important for the committee.
Yes.
We can only discuss one at a time. So we're doing metal framing and drywall package. So we need to stick to that, and then we'll move on to the next. Okay.
Yes, thank you for bringing that. I was going to bring that to everyone's attention. Let's discuss, if you don't mind, discussion on the drywall package that you're bringing before us.
Yeah, I'm going to pass it over to Sarah, who's with Shamit, who can describe specifically what is in this package.
Okay.
Hi, so, forgive me, we normally ask questions. So, like Rose said, RTA 15 is for the metal framing and drywall, complete package for the building.
Mr. Charbonneau, for your question.
Thank you, Sarah. I think it's pretty straightforward, right?
Yep.
Rose, I don't know if you'll know, or Holly, have we worked with Carr before? Did they do a drywall package for us at one of the other buildings? They did. Okay.
We have, yeah.
All set.
Any other
Motion to
discussion?
approve?
Second.
Motion by Ms. Pinolo, second by Mr. Charbonneau. Any other discussion or questions for the team? Hearing and seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Ms. Bonello. Mr. Charbonneau. Ms. Doobie. Ms. Fernandez. Ms. Grant. Mr. Shalal.
Yes. Next item, recommendation to award Elizabeth Baldwin ceiling tiles. Go ahead.
So RTA number 16 is for award for the Baldwin Elementary School acoustical ceiling tiles, also known as ACT, also being awarded to H. Carr out of Providence.
Motion approved by Mr. Charbonneau, second by Ms. Grant. Any discussion? Oh, okay.
Just one thing, and I had noticed, and I did ask Rose about it. Each of these contracts, and I'll stick with this one because that's what we're looking at, have 10% either MBE or WBE, and we are paying a premium to receive them. 5,000 on one and 21,000 on the other.
Yeah, total of 21, correct.
So, but that'll give us 10% MBE, WBE on each on each piece, which will elevate our.
Did you want to add? You look like you want to.
If you
Yep,
don't,
go ahead.
well, I did, and, we felt like it was important to put this in here. We understand how important it is, to Pawtucket. And I will say that with adding those premiums that we had requested from them, we are still within budget on both of the trades. So we felt like that was an important thing to add in.
Thank you.
Terrific. Any other discussion? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Ms. Pinello? Mr. Charbonneau? Ms. Doobie? Ms. Fernandez? Ms. Grant?
Yes.
Mr. Shalal?
Yes. All right, thank you very much, thank you all. Next item is a discussion item, it's under the enrollment report. Does anyone have any questions for Hirsch about the enrollment report that was provided to everyone? Hearing none, we'll move on. Actually, next item, can I please get a motion to recess to executive session, the school?
Second.
All right, motion by Ms. Bonolo, seconded by Ms. Grant, but I do have to read out the school committee. Will recess into executive session for purpose of Rhode Island General Law 42-46-5 for the purpose of discussing, possibly acting upon collective bargaining. Clerk, please call the roll.
Ms. Pinello? Mr. Charbonneau? Ms. Doobie? Ms. Fernandez? Ms. Grant?
Yes.
Mr. Shalal?
Yes. We're gonna recess, we'll meet in the back. Clerk, could you please call the roll to reconvene to the regular scheduled meeting, reconvene to regular scheduled meeting?
Ms. Pinello? Mr. Charbonneau? Ms. Doobie? Ms. Fernandez? Ms. Grant? Mr. Shalal?
Here. I'm so sorry. Clerk, could you please report out any votes taken in executive session?
The committee voted unanimously with 6 members present to allow Mrs. Ramsey to attend the executive session to table the item regarding the Local 1352 arbitration decision, to seal the executive session minutes, and to adjourn the executive session.
Thank you. Next item, superintendent update.
Thank you. First of all, good evening. Just to fill you in, we had a very busy month last month. First of all, Dr. Tate, Mr. Book, our executive director, and their leadership team and I engaged in school data chats in the month of November with principals and assistant principals and the leadership teams to review each school's data. Each school presented its improvement plan based on their current data, and together we made plans for their next actionable steps. So it was a real professional learning community at its best, and I just want to thank all of the leadership teams of our school for inviting us in, collaborating, and serving as each other's thought partner, and it was very successful outcomes. Next, we are currently engaging, just had our first one, instructional learning walks to observe daily practices and student learning throughout the schools to determine trends and areas of improvement. Again, digging deeper into our data, looking at our daily classroom practices, and some schools had an opportunity to include teachers as a part of that meeting. So just started one school, so we still have 15 schools to go. So I'll fill you in on the next time. Also, we celebrated our Fall Key Spirit Awards on Thursday, November 16th. I would just like to say congratulations to the student athletes who received those awards. The annual Peace Poster Contest was also held at the City Hall on Tuesday, November 28th. Myself and my cabinet was able to attend, and we just want to say congratulations to all the winners and to all who participated in the contest. The posters were beautiful, and they represented each one of our high schools. On Wednesday, December 6th, our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders from Baldwin toured Hasbro Incorporated along with myself. It was awesome, and Andrew. Hasbro generously donated games and supplies for each elementary level student. So all of our students received a game to celebrate their day of joy. So thank you, Hasbro, for your continued support and pouring into our schools and our community. This Thursday, December 14th, is Professional Day. As a result, there is no school for students. Again, Thursday, no school for students. However, parent-teacher conferences will be held across our district. This year, high schools will be included for the first time ever in our parent-teacher conferences. So we are looking forward to that. Parents, we ask that you please come out because we need to partner with you in educating our students together. Please sign up to speak with your child's teacher. We will improve our students' outcome, again, together, every student, every day. Y'all know that's my mantra. Also, Marine Corps' birthday, November 18th. Members of Tolman Junior JROTC took part in the Marine Corps' birthday celebration. I had the wonderful opportunity to speak at the ceremony and met our cadets and Marines. The Marine Corps celebrated 248 years. It was an outstanding event. Last but not least, we received our food truck at Shea High School. It was very inspiring to participate in our food truck ribbon cutting ceremony. We even had our committee member, Marsha, attend, thank you, for Shea High School food truck. On Friday, December 8th, we celebrated the ribbon cutting for Shea's food truck. Thank you to our speakers, which included Deputy Commissioner Lisa Odom Villela, Mayor Don Gribbian, myself, CT Director Ricardo Pimento, Assistant Principal Michaela Frederelli, Teacher Chef King and Chef Wells, who did a phenomenal job with the food. I mean, I tried to sample everything. It was wonderful. And students, this initiative will benefit our students by providing work-based learning opportunities while serving the school community. And I just want to add, that day marked a significant milestone in the history of our school as we came together to celebrate not only a culinary adventure, but also the spirit of innovation, community, and the limitless possibilities that our students bring to the table. The food truck is not merely a mobile eatery, but a dynamic learning environment where students will gain practical, hands-on experience in culinary arts, entrepreneurship, teamwork, and customer service. It represents a bridge between the classroom and the professional world, providing students with skills beyond textbooks and exams. The Get Right food truck is a source of pride for our students, and we also had a student decorate the drawing on the side of the truck, our own very own. A hub of culinary creativity and the symbol of the bright future that awaits every one of them. We are very excited for our CTE culinary students, and let the food begin. Last but not least, Baldwin update. So things are moving along at Baldwin, and I also provided November update, which will also be posted on our district website, also in Spanish and in Portuguese for our parents. If you have not driven by the site, take a moment to do so. There are some really cool things happening there. Shaman has been creating monthly updates. You have the hard copy of the November in front of you. We will share the September and October as well electronically on our district website. Shaman and Building Futures presented it to Tolman High School yesterday and will present Shea next week about opportunities in the trades for our students. Some opportunities right out of our very own high schools. They will be arranging a site visit in the months ahead for interested high school students. Shaman is also working with our second and third graders at Baldwin to discuss the various elements of the building of the new school. The school staff and architects are very active in discussion about furniture, learning outcomes, and also our other spaces, including possible green spaces. So we're looking forward to that. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Superintendent. We're going to start off with the school committee members' update. Masha, please lead it. Do you want to go last?
First.
All right.
I'll go first.
ahead.
Just to kind of follow up with what
Superintendent Royal said about the food truck. It was really exciting. I'm glad to, I heard that there's going to be something coming in March. There's going to be a competition between schools and food trucks, and I think it'll be awesome for us to get behind that. And that's it. I hope everybody has a good holiday season. And I had the chicken and waffles from the food truck. It was delicious. I can't wait to be able to order something off that truck. It was really good. It was good.
Ms. Bonolo?
So everyone can go home and face the traffic. Good night. Thank you for being here.
Mr. Charbonneau, sorry.
Good night. Happy holidays, everybody.
Ms. Doobie?
Excited about Reach Across America tomorrow. I unfortunately, because I'll be battling that traffic into campus, will be unable to attend, but I just want to really recognize the team at Goff. That's been something that's been happening for many years, and I know a lot of work goes into it. And I expect that it will once again be a wonderful opportunity for our students to recognize those people who have made sacrifices for our country. And happy holidays.
Thank you, Erin. Deputy Chair Grant?
I just want to say happy holidays and a happy new year to everyone.
All right, with that, happy holidays to everyone too. With that, can I hear a motion for adjournment? Motion by Ms. Bonolo, second by Ms. Doobie. All those in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you.